What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Primitive AK here, back with another Battlefield video for you guys today. And today is going to be a little bit of a special video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to improve your aim on Battlefield 1. Now, there are quite a lot of settings in Battlefield 1, so it's important that we touch on all of the ones that I feel are the most viable for becoming a better Battlefield player. So, if you notice, in Battlefield 1 there is actually a setting where you can improve or you can increase or decrease your Battlefield character zoom sensitivity. So there's actually two types of sensitivities. One where you can turn how fast you can regularly turn your character and move around, how fast you can turn on them. This is similar to every setting that you see in shooter games like Call of Duty, pretty much every other shooter game out there. And then there's another sensitivity in Battlefield known as aiming sensitivity. Now this is how fast your character is able to move your gun while ADSing. So if you notice right now I have it set to default, which is at 75. I believe it's set to 75, and we'll show you guys how this works. So if you notice, I'm going to try to aim at this pole and this pole without leaving ADS and try to be as accurate as possible without missing shots. So let's try this. So if you notice, it was accurate, but it wasn't as accurate as I would like to see it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the options here and turn this setting down. What you're going to want to do is you're going to go to your option settings, head over to controls, and as you can see, we have multiple sensitivities here. What you're going to want to mess with is your soldier zoom sensitivity. Now I'm going to turn this down to about let's try about 36, because that's what I had it set to last time. You don't have to use 36, you really just got to play around. So you can see it's much slower. It might be a little bit too slow actually. So as you can see, it's much slower. As you can see, it's much easier for me to acquire my target while ADSing. This is good for when you're trying to acquire multiple targets without coming out of ADS. It also helps to improve without losing any target acquisition, because sometimes if your sensitivity is too high, let's say this is a character, for example, this tree, if I'm aiming, the soldier zoom sensitivity could end up flying right off the target or something like that, just because my sensitivity is so high that the aim assist is assuming that I want to come off target. As you can see, it pretty much, the sensitivity doesn't change if you're the sensitivity changes up if you're coming out of ADS. That pretty much doesn't apply. But if you stay within ADS, as you can see, it's much slower. I have the thumbstick all the way as far as I can possibly go, and it's much slower. So I might turn that up a little bit more. And also there's another setting which I figured I might as well include in this video, where you can decrease your stick aiming acceleration. Now this is basically similar to mouse acceleration on PC, but basically for console. If you turn this all the way down, it'll be exactly to how it is in Battlefield or Battlefield 4. So if you use the Battlefield 4 settings, I strongly recommend that you turn that off. Credit does go to FFC Upshall for discovering this first. He was one of the first people to figure this out. So I'd recommend turning that down if you're not used to that. I'm going to try to mess around with some own settings of my own just to see what I can come up with. But pretty much, you're probably wondering why the heck would you even use this setting? Because it helps mostly for targets that are a little bit at long range. So if you notice, at close range, it's much slower. But if you try to move further up, or further range, let's say these two pillars right there, the targets, as you can see, it's a lot harder to acquire these targets at long range. Now aim assist is going to help out a lot for longer range targets, but you guys will know that long range targets are much harder to hit depending on what type of gun you're using. This setting is primarily essential, especially if you are a scout player. So if you're a scout player, you're definitely going to want to tweak these settings to something that might work for you a lot better. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments box if I helped you guys out with this setting. Just like I said, there really is no perfect number. You just got to mess around with it, see exactly what works for you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, it is your boy Primitive AK, signing out. Peace!